I've analyzed more than 60 different prop firms, and now I'm gonna tell you what are the 5 best prop firms for news trading. All of these prop firms allow you to trade any type of news without any restriction and without the need to purchase any add-on. This means that even during red folder news, you will still be able to open, close and manage your trade. And if at any point during this video you would like to try any of these prop firms, you can do so by clicking the links in the video description. Using those links will allow you to purchase a challenge, taking advantage of any promotion or discount currently available. So, if you're serious about trying any of these prop firms, I suggest you use those links. And now, let's start with the video. So, the first prop firm in this list is prop number 1. This prop firm currently only offers 2-step challenges that, as you can see, go from 7,000 till 300,000. The rules are pretty standard. In fact, for phase 1 we have a profit target of 5%, while for step 2 the profit target is 8%. The daily max loss is going to be 5% of step 1 and 4% of step 2, while when it comes to the overall loss, for step 1 is going to be 10%, while for step 2 is going to be 8%. You don't have a maximum amount of time to complete the challenge, but you have a minimum days requirement. In fact, on step 1 you have only 1 day requirement, while when it comes to step 2 you have a 3 days minimum requirement, and on each one of these days you have to generate at least a 0.5 gains. In case you want to know more about each of these rules, by simply clicking on the name of the rules, as you can see, a new tab is going to open where you will find a video explaining you exactly how the rules work, and you're also gonna find a written explanation that includes examples, so that nothing is hidden for you and everything is clear since the beginning. Lastly, when it comes to the fee, as you can see here, the fee is 100% refunded once you request your first payout. And of course, since this prop firm was included in this video, as you can see here, they don't impose on you any restriction when it comes to news trading, both in the evaluation and also in the funded stage. And in case it was not clear enough, if you go back on their homepage of the website and you scroll down to their FAQ section, as you can see here, they tell you again, answering this question: can I really trade during news event? Absolutely yes. We do not impose any restriction on when you can trade. So if you decide to go with prop number 1, you won't have any limitation when it comes to news trading. Next on the list we have TradingFunds. This is another prop firm that allows you to trade news in every circumstances, and currently they offer 3 types of challenges: instant funding, 1-step and 2-step. So when it comes to 2-step challenges, as you can see, the profit target is 6% for both phases. You don't have a maximum trading period, but you have a minimum trading period of 3 days. The daily drawdown is 5% for both phases, and the maximum drawdown is 8% and it's static. This is really important because when it comes to 1-step and instant funding, the maximum drawdown is trailing, so this means that it's going to follow you as your equity increase. The payout is going to be bi-weekly and the profit split is 80%, and as you can see, weekend hold is allowed and news trading is allowed. When it comes to 1-step challenges, you have a profit target of 10%. You don't have a maximum trading period, but again you have a minimum trading period of 4 days. You have a daily drawdown of 4% and the trailing maximum drawdown is 8%. The payouts again is going to be bi-weekly, the profit split 80%, and also in this case both weekend holding and news trading are allowed. Now when it comes to the instant funding account, that as you can see is also being added recently, in this case you don't have any profit target because you instantly receive the money to trade. You don't have a maximum trading period or a minimum trading period. The only 2 rules are the daily drawdown of 5% and the maximum trailing drawdown of 6%. Payout is going to be bi-weekly and the profit split again 80%. And also in this case, weekend hold and news trading are allowed. But now to give you further proof that TradingFunds allow you to trade the news, as you can see from this page here, they specifically say that at TradingFunds, trade are allowed to trade during high impact or red folders news event. But it's the trader responsibility to mind the implication of rollover, swap, slippage and volatility. So basically they say that if you are conscious about the risk that you take trying to trade the news, they are okay with it and they won't impose any limitation on your trading style. And of course this is valid both for the evaluation phase and for the funded phase. The next prop firm in the list is WeMasterTrade. Something really interesting about this prop firm is they also offer you a free trial, so you can basically try the prop firm without having to spend any money, and of course this is always a nice perk to have. Now when it comes to the challenges, they have both 2-phase challenges and instant funded. So when it comes to 2-phase challenges, as you can see the time limit is unlimited for phase 1 or phase 2. you have a maximum daily loss of 5% on both phases, the maximum overall loss is 10% of both phases, and the profit target is going to be 8% on phase 1 and 6% on phase 2. Something really interesting is the fact that this is one of the few, if not the only prop firm that start already giving you profit share once you are still in phase 2 of your evaluation. In fact, as you see here, you can start getting a profit share of 30%. The maximum leverage is 1 to 100, and then you also have a reset discount of 30%. So if you fail and you want to start a new challenge, the next one that you purchase, you're gonna automatically have a 30% discount. Now, when it comes to the instant challenges, as you can see, we have the standard option, the 5-10-10, the 5-10-10 no PC, and the 5-10-0. So as you can see, the standard option, you basically have a leverage of 1 to 100. So even if you are funded with $10,000, you have a buying power of 1 million. Your maximum daily loss is going to be 5%. The max loss is going to be 6%, and the profit target to request a withdrawal is going to be 6%. Now, when it comes to the 5-10-10, as you can see, the main difference is that your daily loss is going to increase to 5%, the max loss is going to increase to 10%, but at the same time, also the profit target to withdraw is going to increase to 10%, while the leverage is going to remain the same. When it comes instead to the 5-10 no PC, the main difference is that, as you can see, the leverage has been decreased, so it's no more 1 to 100, but is only 1 to 10. The daily loss is still 5%, the maximum loss is 10%, and the profit target to withdraw is 10%. The no PC means no profit consistency. So this basically means that when you pick this account, you don't have any consistency rule, and so you are more free when it comes to trading. And lastly, we have the 5-10-0. The main difference when it comes to this type of challenge is that, as you can see, the buying power is increased again to 1 to 100 leverage, the daily loss is 5%, the max loss is 10%, and you don't have a profit target to withdraw. So this means that you don't need to hit any target before you are able to request a withdrawal. Lastly, all of these challenges can only be traded using MetaTrader 5, both on the web trader or using the app. And of course, since this prop firm was included in this video, as you can read here, you don't have any restriction on news trading, and you can open or close your position at any time as long as the market is open. Next, we had Fund and Trader Markets. This is another prop firm that allow you to trade news, and as you can see, they also guarantee payout in 24 hours and they allow you to get to a max allocation of 600k. When it comes to the challenges, they offer 1-step, 2-step, and instant funding. As you can see, when it comes to instant funding, they have 2 options, standard and pro. The main difference is that, as you can see, the pro challenge have a maximum overall drawdown of 3%. It doesn't have any maximum daily drawdown. While when it comes to the standard challenge, you have a maximum overall drawdown of 5%, and the maximum daily drawdown is 3%. When it comes to 2-step evaluation, again, you have 2 options to pick from, speed and standard. And in this case, the main difference is that with the standard challenge, your target for phase 1 is going to be 10% and your maximum overall drawdown is going to be 10%. While if you select the 2-step speed, in this case, the target for phase 1 is going to be 8%, but at the same time, also your max overall drawdown is only going to be 8%. And lastly, we have the 1-step evaluation. Also in this case, you have 2 options that you can pick from, Nitro and Nitro Pro. And in this case, the main difference is not related to the profit target, but to the drawdown. In fact, with the Nitro challenge, you have a maximum overall drawdown of 6%, while the maximum daily drawdown is 4%. And if you pick the Nitro Pro, in this case, you have a maximum overall drawdown of 3% and a maximum daily drawdown of 2%. This condition may seem a bit limiting. In fact, you don't have a lot of rooms to work with, but it's also true that if you select this option, you're gonna get a 5k account for $15. That is probably one of the cheapest price that you can find when it comes to purchasing a challenge. Additionally, another positive point about Fund and Trader Markets is that they allow you to trade these challenges on Trade Locker, CTrader, MatchTrader, and Platform 5. So basically, no matter what is your favorite charting tool, you'll be able to use it to trade challenges from this prop firm. And before telling you about the last prop firm on this list, let me just show you proof that Fund and Trader Markets allow you to trade during news event. As you can see from this page, you are allowed to trade news in all our programs. However, it's crucial to approach this with heightened caution. News-driven market fluctuations are notoriously volatile and unpredictable. So, as TradingFunds, they are basically telling us, look, you can trade the news, you don't have any limitation, so be aware that the spread is gonna be wider, you might experience leakage, but when it comes to the challenges, you are not gonna breach any rule. Next on the list, we have Sure Leverage Funding. This, of course, is another prop firm that allow you to trade news, and some other interesting characteristic of this prop firm are the fact that they also have a account specifically for expert advisor or to trade stocks. So if you are interested in these two functions, with this prop firm you can take advantage of them, and they allow you to trade on platform 5, Match Trader and Trade Locker. As you can see, the challenges go from 5,000 till 200,000, and they have 1 step, 2 step and also instant. When it comes to the rules, I would say that they are pretty standard. In fact, as we can see here, for example, on a 2-step challenge, we have a maximum daily drawdown of 5%, a maximum total drawdown of 10%, profit target 10% phase 1, 5% phase 2, no maximum trading day, and also when it comes to the consistency rule, is only applied to the funded stage. So during phase 1 and phase 2, you don't need to follow any consistency rule, but you have to respect a minimum trading days of 5. The leverage is 1 to 50, and once you are funded, the profit split is up to 80%. Something really interesting is the fact that if you select a 5k challenge, as you can see, the price is gonna be pretty cheap. In fact, with just $23, you are able to afford a 5k challenge. So if you don't have a lot of budget, I would say the sure leverage funding is probably one of the best option, and this low price is also applied to the 1 step. In fact, as you can see here, a 1 step 5k challenge is gonna only cost you $29. So again, with less than $20, you can purchase a 5k challenge. Now, regarding the rules to trade the news, as you can see here on this page, if I click here on can I trade news, they say yes, news trading is now allowed during the evaluation and live phase. This is on the 1-step page, but if we go here on the 2-step page and we click here on can I trade news, again you can see yes, news trading is now allowed during the evaluation and live phase. But for example, if I go here on instant funding, as you can see, there is no a section related to the news. So just to be completely sure, I actually contacted the customer support of Sure Lever and Funding, and as you can see from this screenshot here, I literally asked them, hi, is there any limitation regarding news trading? And they replied, no, there isn't. So this means that also for the instant funding challenge and the EA challenge, there won't be any restriction regarding news trading, even if it's not specified on this page. So there you have it. These are the 5 best prop firms when it comes to news trading. As I told you at the beginning, if you would like to try any of these prop firms, you can do so by clicking the links in the video description. Using those links will allow you to purchase a challenge, taking advantage of any discount or promotion currently available. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like, and until next time, happy trades!